Hello, and today we're going to set up the website feature. The website feature allows for you to easily integrate a web page into your application. This feature is especially handy for promoting social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, reservations using OpenTable, or Setmore, or really any other web-based platform that you can possibly imagine, or any other website that doesn't contain Flash. Literally, to enable this feature, all you need is a website URL. And there's a couple different web views, and we'll go over those in just a second. In regards to the industries that are great for this feature, just about every single one of them. I can't ever not think of a reason why you wouldn't want to use a website integration for just about any client that you have. Again, whether or not it's their social media or it's a third-party web-based program that they're using for something revenue-based for their business. This is really key. In terms of monetization ideas, you can obviously have a list of sponsors and have a link out to their web pages, and you can charge them per. I've seen that with schools. I've seen that with nonprofits and charities as well. You can even make a case for some restaurants doing the same thing if it's a directory. With that being said, let's take a look at setting this feature up. So I've entered in my feature name, which I'm just gonna, let's call it sponsors. Let's do that. This kindergarten is going to be sponsored by some really cool people. Now under settings, there's an option to turn on or off the navigation bar. This just means that there's a navigation bar that appears at the bottom of this feature to navigate in and out of a website. Unless you're just wanting the user to see a particular page, I don't think it's necessary to add this on, but if you do want a deep dive into whatever web link you're giving them, definitely turn this puppy on. For this example, I'm not going to. Now, in terms of the web views, we have three different web views. So we have the first one, which is called the hybrid browser. I really like the hybrid browser. It's a native browser built in either Android or on Apple devices, and it allows for keychain access for passwords, etc. The other one is called Allow Printing, and Allow Printing shows the website natively within the app, but with the ability to print whatever is on the page. This is great for PDFs, for flyers, any web-based marketing materials, coupons, you name it, pretty darn nifty. And then the last but not least is Open in a new web browser. Open in a new web browser means that it literally opens up that particular web page in a completely different browser outside of the application. Now, for businesses like Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, any other businesses that do a lot of like iframe blocking in terms of like not being able to open up their website within another website, this is probably a good one to select for the best experience, but I actually think you can get away with using hybrid browser for a lot of the really good stuff. In regards to PWAs, I would always recommend either use Allow Printing or open in a new tab if you can't open it up natively. Hybrid browser works really great as well, so don't discount that one. But with the iframe issues that you could potentially run into depending on the business, you definitely want to make sure that you can see the web page. Now let's take a look at these particular views, and to do that I'm going to go to the native preview because I want you to see what happens when I open up the particular web views. I'm going to start with open up in a new browser window. So let me get past the walkthrough and the sign up feature, and then I'm going to go to my menu and go to my sponsors page. So my kindergarten is sponsored by Google, ESPN, and the Chicago Cubs. Not too shabby. So first I'm going to go to my open up in a new web browser. As you can see, this takes me out completely out of the application. On iOS, you're going to have this little preview app option there in the back. And obviously this allows me to navigate and do what I need to do in Safari, but I'm going to go back to the app. Now let's take a look at ESPN, which is open up in a print view. You'll notice the print button here at the top right, and that allows me to print this particular page or anything else that I'm viewing directly to a printer that supports Wi-Fi or AirDrop printing. And last but not least, when I go to Google, this is the hybrid browser view. I really love this view because I can say, hey, I want to share this. I want to export this to Safari or to Google Chrome if I'm on an Android device. Also, when I'm done as a user, I hit done and I go back to the app. That is our website feature. You can get really creative with this particular feature, and I highly recommend that you take your time to really get to know the capabilities of what you can do for your customer. And don't forget, website feature is a really great way to integrate some great stuff that we don't have natively built in. Thank you so much.